Hi, everybody. Impromptu live read tonight. I did not announce this. This is completely guided via spirit. So I'm going to give it a few seconds, minutes, let some people join, and then we're going to go from there. Pardon any background noise. It is obviously later in the evening here. It is what it is, right? So we're going to give it a little bit here, see who all joins, but a very specific message from Spirit today. If you guys follow me, I'm going to say this quickly and then we're going to move on. There's lots of things going on here. I asked Spirit specifically, hello, Ellie, how are you? Shatoya, hello. If this reading was for Scorpios, the Scorpio is the main one that I read for. However, I did ask Spirit about that, and Spirit said, yes, but I will tell you, hi, Christy. I do feel like Scorpio or not, there is something here for everybody. The one thing, hello, everybody, hello, hello. I pay very close attention to my guides and the themes and the things that are going on. And even in my own life, like the little symbolisms that Spirit gives me, obviously. Well, welcome, Deborah. Hello, Christopher. I pay attention to all of those things. And the last couple of weeks, I've been piecing a lot of information, signs, symbols, synchronicities together. Hello, hello, hello. Absolutely, Linz. Thank you. And I was doing some work earlier and realized a couple of things. And then some very, I'm going to call them eerie things happened as I was working on some stuff. And then something else caught my attention. And I'm not coming here to create fear or panic or like pandemonium, right? But this is like, I'm going to call this a warning from Spirit. This is a warning for you to pay attention, a warning for you to be aware of what is going on in your surroundings at this time. Spirit used the word espionage. Big word, big word. And I contemplated whether I was going to record this video and then put it out to you all, or if I was going to do a live. And again, directed by Spirit to do a live. So, I do feel like it is powerfully impactful. I want you all to understand. There are things coming this year, big scale, little scale, that we have no control over. This is, you can call it divine alignment, is exactly what it is. And you could see it globally. You could see it in your daily life, daily practices. But there is a need to truly pay attention. And there are going to be people in this world who are awake. And they see it. And I've said it time and time again. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. Once you know it, you can't unknow it. This is more so for you to do some major healing work on yourself. This is also about, again, paying attention to your surroundings. There's a lot happening. And as I say that, my phone is going off again. Do not take everything at face value. Do not take everything to heart right now. Take it with a grain of salt, the Spirit is saying. We have learned so many blessings along the way in our troubles, in the goods, in the bads, and all of the things, right? But there is still something here, and I'm going to say this like one time and one time only. I will not tolerate bullshit in this read. Won't do it. I take my job doing this work very seriously. And see, there we go. Hopefully the right people pop on here that I'm looking for tonight, and we'll go from there. All right, because I'm not dealing with it. Hi, Robert. How are you? Fucking people. Give me 1 second, guys. Bear with me. All right, that takes care of that. Thank you. All right, so anyways, we're going to get into this. I cannot shake this feeling of, hi, Tiffany, that There are some people around you. Thank you, Shatoya. Can I throw you on to moderate until I hear back from my one person? Are you cool with that? Yeah, that if you could. All right, girl, hang tight for a second. Let me see if it will manage moderators. All right, there you go. I threw you in there. Thank you kindly. Get rid of whatever looks like garbage because I'm not dealing with it. All right. There's things going on that you just need to be aware of that you may not know or you may have suspicions about, and you're going to want to pay very close attention to those things. So just be very aware, be very, very, very aware right now. All is not what it seems. All is not honest. All is not real. Like these I'm gonna fucking nuts. They come up here in these live feeds, and they don't just do it to me. They do it to all the readers, right? They got nothing better to do with their time. There are things going on, and these could be people, and I'm gonna say these could be people that you don't even really know. These could be people that are close to you. Like, pay attention to the symbols. Like, I will tell you that the messages that I have gotten recently are not just like, hey, I used the color purple popped up in the Scorpio read the other day, right? The crown chakra energy, and we talked a lot about that. And but it runs deeper than that. It runs a lot deeper than that. So if you're getting tidbits, you're getting pieces, you're getting information from spirit, do know that that is just the beginning. Hello, Scorpio Stellium. Do know that there's more information behind what spirit is giving you at this time, and it is your job right now to be awake, and to know and to pay attention. Dean, you can look at the astrology. You can look at the spiritual base of it all as well. What I do is I intuit via spirit. So just know that. Know that. All right, guys, we're going to get into this because there's just, I did that collective read too this morning, and there was some information that came through a little odd to me, and now I'm beginning to see how that comes to be, why it's coming to be. Okay, so let's get into it. I'm going to see what's going on here. Again, I was very much directed by spirit. It's very likely, for those of you out there, you're dealing with somebody who's very angry with you. They could have been heartbroken by you. You could have even been heartbroken by them. I got the chills. You have ruined in their mind, right? Understand this. You have ruined in their minds a facade of what picture they wanted to paint, of what they wanted things to look like, how they wanted things to be done. Do know that a lot of gossip could be going on. Like, I just hear all this like background chatter, right? From all of these people and all of these things and all of these places, that you don't have a clue that it's even happening, right? You might suspect something. You might be aware to a specific point of like, oh, well, yeah, so-and-so and I, we had an argument 6 months ago, so maybe they're still holding a grudge against me, right? So let them. Okay? So there's a lot to this. Be aware that the way that they're coming across to you could be in a very loving kind of way, and it sounds so weird. Hey, Marilyn, I'm gonna need you to help Shatoya moderate, if you don't mind. So hang tight for a second. All right. Marilyn, I threw you on in there for me. If you don't mind, I would appreciate you kindly. If you're not busy. So anyhow, hello everybody. Hello. I've got moderators on here. Nope, make sure I'm good with that. Okay. I just did it, so you should be good to go. All right. So, work your magic. I really don't care. Okay? Thank you. All right. So, if you're here and you're real and you genuinely give a shit, there is a time that is coming up for you that is going to be very pivotal. And with that, do know there are forces around you, albeit probably not very good, that you are absolutely going to want to pay attention to. Because they're aware. They're paying attention to you. They're paying attention to the fact that you are getting ready to make a very positive move in your life. All right? And with that, you know, it's the energy, right? It's the yin and the yang. It's, you know, I'm really going to call this like good versus evil. Hello, Mary. How are you? Hi, Beth. Thank you for joining. That they know, the moral of the story is they know that you're up leveling. They know something positive is coming for you and to you. And, you know, every time we get ready to cross that threshold, every time, I got the chills so bad, holy smokes. Every time we're getting ready to level up, ascend another notch, you will absolutely see these things happen. And I'm going to tell you, if you're a Scorpio, hi Erica, and even if you're not, it doesn't matter what path you are on, but I will just tell you, Scorpio specifically, you will never be in this life without fucking opposition. You will never be in this life. Hello, Melanie. That you won't have somebody opposing your ability to do more. Akana, this is not just a Scorpio read. I did ask Spirit before I started this read if that's the way to go with that, and they said yes. But I do also feel like this is something that I think everybody also needs to pay attention to. So do know, like, even if you're not a Scorpio, you're welcome, right? It doesn't matter. We ultimately all have that placement somewhere. So be aware of that. You're welcome, C. All right, so let's get down to it here. Let's get down to it here. I've always said I don't even have to leave the house, and there it is. I just said to you that yin yang balance. Look at that. We're honing on the camera here. Yin yang and balance. Do you see that? The duality of sides right now. I've picked up on a lot of Gemini energy. An axe that could be some significance. Cutting out separation, stop the pattern. Do you hear the horn in the background? It just happened a second ago. Silent treatment. This is somebody that you have cut off. This is somebody that you have recognized, like, there's something going on. And I'm going to tell you, even if you've let them get close, Spirit has said, even if you have, like, thought about, the Spirit's referring to it going, even if you have thought about drawing the shades on them, right? It's just like, to me, this is like creepy ass peeping Tom. Hi, Amy. I do have two moderators, Elijah. So Shatoya and Marilyn, knock your socks off if you see any issues. This whoever this is, right? This person, this, and it's like I keep stumbling over the word this. This and these. You've come into a union with this person, and I do feel like this could be relationship. This could be lots of things. Hey, Adam, Fantastic. I'm going to throw you in on the mix, and I've got the three of you, so you all do your thing. So it's very likely that when you met this person, it was like opposites attract, right? Like, there's something about them, there's something about you. You do things a certain way, they do things a certain way. I genuinely do feel that this is more than one person in your life, and you're going to have to discern who those people are. Elijah, I'm not going to answer too many questions tonight because I do want to get this read out, and I am not having a ton of time. But if you have questions, I encourage you to find my email and book a reading, okay? Thank you, Melanie. I appreciate you. And I read your comment today, honey. That was phenomenal. Anybody, if you have insight to his question, I encourage you to, respond to him if you want to in the comments, but I just can't do Q&A tonight. That's all there is to it, okay? I apologize, but it is what it is. Anyhow, let's get down to it. But I do feel like there's a history with this person. I do think you're dealing with more than one person. I do think you need to pay attention to triangulations. I think that there is one person specifically that you have connected with that could have been of love interest, or they showed up in your life that they were loving and supportive and all of the things. I cannot shake this creepy, weird, irritable, they need to know, want to know, got something to say, what are you doing, how are you doing it, where are you going, who are you with? And I'm going to tell you, there's not a damn thing going on. Like, there's nothing going on that these people or these interests or whatever this is has a reason to be a part of either. And I'm going to tell you that. There you go. Cut down and separation. Like, what you're doing, what you're working towards, your boundaries that you are hardcore enforcing are simply for you to align to a higher vibrational energy. And these people who want to play these games and do the things that they do, whether they're bots on here or they're people in your real life, and I'm going to tell you they're probably both, you have got to ironclad those boundaries. You have got to make it so that the next time somebody decides to go there, they're going to hear it, Spirit saying in the rotunda, right? So it's what, up top or whatever it is, where everybody can hear. And with that, the next person that decides to act a fool, they're going to hear the shock waves of what you're not going to tolerate anymore. And I'm going to tell you on that note, and we're not getting into politics, but I'm going to throw this out for you, that in regards to that, I would not want to oppose some of the changes that are going on right now. I'm going to leave it with that statement, okay? So just be aware. Look at this. I pick up the deck. Do you see this? Snake. This entire reading is about somebody who's lying, somebody who's being deceptive, somebody who is coming in with falsified intentions. And I'm going to say, I once again, and no offense to those of you who are not Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Scorpio, if you're here, you have left a trail of people in your life that when you got to the point that you were done, and I mean done the fuck done, right, that you did not intentionally do anything to bruise anybody, hurt anybody, and I really believe that it was rather much so the opposite of that, right? You did it because you didn't want to hurt them. You tried to take a softer approach, and that, it doesn't matter how you would have done it. However you would have cut them off, ghosted them, shipped them out, sent them to sea, whatever, they were going to be furious either way. Because you represent something to them that they themselves do not have. And with that, hey Wes, how are you? And with that, do understand that you will be opposed. They are going to be mad. They are going to be pissed off. They are going to gossip. They are going to say things. They are going to do things. you know, and you have to realize that it is not, believe it or not, it's not personal. It is the scars, the hurt, that they are dealing with. And I'm not telling you by any means to give whoever this is, whomever they might be, a free pass. But this is like the time, like the time is now. And I've said that quite a bit for the last month in some of these reads. The time is now to put your foot down. Enough is enough, because right now you are setting a precedent for what it is that you are going to tolerate moving forward. And tolerate nobody's shit. As I got a big old poster in my room. Here I am, 39 years old, with a big old poster in my bedroom like I'm 10 again. Do no harm, but take no shit. Right? And that's really like a big key phrase here for you. Like, make that your mantra. Do no harm and take no shit, right? All right, when it comes to this soulmates energy, well, we're going to leave it there. If there was something that you were tied into, this single card, isolation, independence, alone, some of you could be trying to venture out into, and I talked about groups in the subscriber or the channel members read today, embarking on these new journeys. And I said in that video, I believe that you needed to discern who was going for that journey with you, who got to come along, right? And what would happen? Wait, what would happen if 3 tarot readers talk this to the same person at this? I'm not sure that I understand that question, Liam. This energy is like you are branching out and branching out on your own in certain ways. If this has been a past connection, and I have no doubt in my mind this is a past situation. This has left a big imprint on you. Okay, I'm not alone. Good deal. Okay, I'm not crazy. That this is why it's come up so heavy and so thick. This is why, like, Spirit's like, have a seat. We're dealing with a liar here. All right. You're separating yourself from a dynamic, and they know it. They know it. And again, it feels like it might be subtle, right? Like you're, again, trying to do things in a very caring way, but it's also like putting your foot down. For some of you, the law could have gotten involved. This is more about justice. This is more about balance. This is more about, like making things fair, making things right. And I think that you've come from a place of trying to make things fair and trying to make things balanced. Like, it's almost like you came into this world with this whole contract going, I'm going to do the right thing this time. I'm going to clean this up. I'm going to step into my higher purpose. I've learned the lessons in the past lifetimes, and I'm going to do this right. And I do. I chills. Again, look, synchronization. In Spirit, just say everybody plays the fool sometimes. I think that's a song, right? From like the 70s or 80s, maybe. Everybody plays the fool sometimes. Like, this turnaround, you may feel like you're playing the fool. The difference is fools rush in, right? Fools jump in to things. They don't think things through. They just kind of take the plunge. Oh, sure. There you go, Amy. There's the proof, right? Fools jump in. They take the plunge. They don't think about it. For you, I feel like you're at a point now where you're discerning, right? You're going, well, wait a second. If I do this, if I say that, if I engage in this, what are the likely consequences to my actions? What is it to my reaction to these situations, right? And I think you've come into this lifetime to rectify any sort of wrongs, any sort of imbalance, any sort of difficulty. I just said reconcile. I couldn't make it up. Could not make it up if I wanted to. You came in to make something right. Look at that on the bottom. Sorry. Unfinished business. You've come here to do it right this time. The 70s, everybody plays the fool sometimes. Yes, that's right. Thank you, Patricia. And so you've come in, and I'm going to tell you, for some of you, it may not be past life. Like, this could even be I don't know. Let's just say you were 20 years old and you got into a relationship, right? Um, and maybe, I don't know, maybe you cheated. Maybe you did some shit, young, stupid, naive, whatever. And then once you get older, you're like, you know what? I don't want to be that person. That's not who I am. I've changed my ways. I'm not the person I used to be. The next thing, I'm going to be so serious and I'm going to give it my all and I'm going to do my best. I'm going to do better. Whatever that was that you put yourself into, you could call it karma, you could call it bad luck, you could call what the fuck ever. It doesn't even matter. Hi, Jessica. Um, but you opted to take a chance on something or someone. And you put yourself into it wholeheartedly. And I think that whether this is somebody that you've been in love with or been with or whatever, or even this is just a friend, or you were just treating people nicely and fairly and trying to show up as a good person, right? Just being ethical and moral about things. You just tried to show up the right way. You had a soul's mission. That person had a choice, or these people have a choice, right? And that's what this boils down to, is a choice, an understanding of what it was. And it's like love here was the call. And I'm going to throw that right on top of their spirits addressing it. Like it was a choice to do it differently, right? And they had a choice as well. Spirit is like addressing like why is it coming down so hard this time is what I'm hearing. Uninvited guest and depravity coming out in the reverse. I'm going to pause on that for 1 second and I'm going to clarify because, again, I talked about they had a decision to make, right? Moment of decision right there. It's like you could have been, right? And I don't know, I would highly recommend past life regressions, some hypnosis, things like that, to dive into your past lives, Akashic records, things of that nature. But you are showing up to rectify. It's like everybody I may be ever wronged, anything I've ever done wrong, you could call it your come to Jesus moment if you want to. Look, I said everybody plays the Fool. Look at that. On the split, first time I've used the tarot, the Fool. 8 of Wands, communication. This situation, this person, these people, they think that you're completely fucking stupid. They truly do. And you're going to have to pay attention to who is over the top charming. Over the top, let me go out and just paint the world for you. Let me change your entire world. If you don't feel uncomfortable in the sense of personal boundaries and you can discern what or why someone's doing something in the moment for factually sticking to their better good because they have something to take care of or something to that effect, if they make you uncomfortable, it's probably a good thing. If this person makes you super comfortable and they don't push you, they just placate you, they validate you, you're beautiful, you're wonderful, I've never had a better friend, like whatever line of crock of shit, and you're all here, so I know you've all dealt with it at some point. Hi, Winston. And funny, my phone just rang. Funny from the person, like that's, I would say my person, but I'm gonna say to you, like, what a telltale sign, Spirit. What a telltale sign. Seriously, right? So Georgie, to say placate, it would be to just, like basically being in agreement with you. Look what card, the Devil. The phone rang and the Devil came out. Surprise, surprise. Confirmation, no one knows what that means. Georgie, to placate someone is to like, I don't know, you ever have a fussing kid? And they want something and you're like, no. And finally you just give it to them and go, here, just take it. Like if it's going to keep you busy, go away. Right. Just anything to make them happy and make them feel good enough because, they just want you to feel good. Right. Absolutely. Thank you, Melanie. Exactly. Like, let's just, whatever they want, like, let's just do the thing. All of the things, right? That's how they operate. But they only do that when they feel like they're losing the upper hand. They only do that when they are no longer asserting control. So then it becomes a truth of theirs, right? When I've got the Devil and the King of Wands here, that's ugly. That's control. That's manipulation. It's lust. It's greed. It's all things that are very, very ugly. This is what this person represents. This is what these people represent. And, it's time to realize, like, you could be realizing, like, when you look at a person or a situation and going, okay, I see these dark things about them, or they're off, things that are off about this person, right? That I wanted to see the better. I wanted to believe that they were honest, or I wanted to believe that they were as beautiful on the inside as they are on the outside, right? All the things. But then things happen. You can't negate from that. You can't unknow, you can't unsee. I could put it on a damn billboard, right? Hold on. When it's said and done, and thank you, Spirit, their forgiveness. This person, I'm hearing their forgiveness is needed of you. And that's like, I'm like trying to decipher what Spirit's bringing in. This person, that devil energy, they think that you owe them something. Money, love, time, attention, half the house. Hell, my first husband said to me, I own your degree. I was like, well, great. When the bill comes, I'll make sure you get half of it. Not a problem at all. So in their mind, you owe them. You owe them nothing. When somebody does do something for you, they make a choice. Them doing something nice for you isn't about what they gain. That's not love. That's not something that, hey, Sandy, that's not why we do good things. We do good things because that's where we are coming from, because we have done the healing work, because we are aware, right? We're not doing it to help, like gain brownie points or whatnot, going, hey, Cosmos, are you watching? Look, I did this good deed. We can share in those things, so we set an example. But when we're doing this stuff under the devil, or this, whoever this person is, it's entitlement. They want something from you, and they think that you owe them. What are you going to do? Pay for the rest of your life? So, it's a whole thing. It's a whole vibe, as they say, right? Samantha, hello. How are you? All right. What's going on currently, Spirit, with this person or this situation? There's a couple of cards in this specific deck that continually have come out and come out and come out. Basement and street. Like I've told you all, stay on your side of the street. Keep your side of the street clean, because within this hollow basement, this cold, damp imprisonment, like you think about some of the most like disgusting movies, they chain their prisoners in the basement, right? In the cold, wet, damp, dark. And it sounds so like out there when I say this. Mary, I'm sorry. I really am. I feel you. Been there. I really have been there. I feel you. That's where they keep their prisoners. And you look at this. Like there's the darkness of this basement, right? Look how creepy and just that card is. And on the outside, look, everything's fine, pristine, put together, looks good on paper. But then you look within. But I really feel like I'm going to call this reverse, in the sense that the way the cards came out, it's like trying to discern between the light and the dark, right? Those are two very yin-yang kind of cards. The deep, the dark, the eerie, the creepy, on the split, the snake, right? Versus what they put on exhibit for you to see. They are not the same. Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde kind of vibe. All right. What does the collective, or Scorpio collective, need to know What is the point of this reading, Spirit? Why are we doing this tonight? They're bringing up a specific date of September 26th. Now, oh God, the feelings. This could be a point of closure. That also takes us into Libra season. I know that I've mentioned recently too, as I say that. Libra season is likely to be a finality of something. For quite a few chills from my knees. Look at that runaway as I say that, the finality of it, where you're finally able to genuinely, truly, like, there will be no more ties. There will be nothing left to be had. Will you find along the way that there will be opposition along the way, right? When you're gonna ascend, you're gonna up level some more, right? When the tension hits there, right? Look, sacrifice hot, like, your intuition will always know when there's an opposing force coming in, and you are going to have that. It is the absolute inevitable. There's always going to be something that challenges you, and I want to remind you that challenge itself could be you. But this person, this situation, that's not you. You're dealing with somebody on the outside. Okay, this is on the outside looking in, and as I look at, even if I look at this commitment card, it's an oath, it's agreement, it's a pledge. I told you, it's like this person thinks you owe them an apology. This person thinks that you own something that they want. You own something that they want. What is it? Your happiness? Is it a possession? Is it a prior commitment that you've made to something? Again, you've got something they want. And you have to discern what that is. And what's the sacrifice? And what is the cost? Oh, Vicky, I'm sorry. You could have made a vow or a promise to something or someone. And it's just time to bury it. It's time to put it to rest. It's time to put it to bed. But September 26th, I've seen someone say that was a big date for them last year. So last year, potentially this year. Wisdom, death, sexuality, joy. You're going to have more friends, loyal companions by your side as a result of what you're dealing with. Erica, I look forward to talking to you tomorrow too. This runaway spirit, what else for the collective? Change, crown, forgotten person. Whatever you're dealing with, I truly, truly, truly want you to know. This is like, this will be the end of the road. And I'm going to tell you, for some of you, actually for all of you, right? Obviously all of you, this is going to go down in very different ways. Dates, I love them. You have to understand that this ending is going to look very different for every single one of you. This is ascension. This is learning how to close that heart off to the wrong people and not the right people, right? This is letting go of a past person. They feel forgotten. It's like, what, oh, I know what it is. There's if you play slots at all, there's I don't call it a video game. It's not necessarily a video game, but if you look up, I think it's called Vanishing or The Vanished or something. And in that part, like if you get like all of the things across the screen, there's a guy and there's red. There's red in the background, and if you like watch his body like get sucked down into this, like I don't know, Google it. It's like a slot game or something. But I've seen it, and it just like, it's like he spirals out of control. And funny, as I talk about the black and the red and realize that's what I've got on at the moment. this person is getting lost. Like, they're already lost. Like, we talk about spiritual warfare. We talk about the spiritually deep things, the people that come up out of like nowhere to grab us. Um, hmm. You know what, Mary? Sometimes you're better off. I mean, hell, I lost damn near everything, but a couple pieces of furniture and my kids' stuff. Toughest decision I ever made, but the best one. I'll tell you that. You can rebuild, and that can't be taken from you. Your peace can never be taken from you, even though they try. That I promise you. Um, this person, I'm gonna call him a lost soul. I'm gonna call him like leaning into the devil, right? Leaning into the devil. They want to take you with them. They want to suck you down. They want to bleed you dry. This isn't just a matter of, and I'm going to say this, like, I know there's some of you on here getting divorces and whatnot. This isn't just divorce. This isn't just 3D, like, we don't get along no more. We fell out of love. This is soul level change and transition. Transmutation, like going heavy. What is happening in our world? Nothing is ever going to be the same again. Like nothing. Look at sacrifice. Sacrifice again. One more card on this spirit. What is to come? What is to come after this? Interesting. Sunset. Lost loved one. Memories, elder, nightfalls. That lost loved one is going to look different for all of you. Plain and simple. You may, let's just say hypothetical here as an example. You're going through a divorce. You separate from that person. The only time you have to see him is in a year at a final hearing. Rubber stamp those papers. Let's get this over with. And they look like they have gone through hell. You will without a doubt know. The look of them. It's almost like watching. I don't even know. It's like, was it Reagan was her name in the Exorcist? Like she's spewing out pea soup or whatever the hell it was. Like you take one look at them and they look like death warmed over, as they would say. You're gonna know. Like as you are gaining your power, gaining your energy. It almost sounds like some kind of whacked out movie, right? We live in the Matrix. And I probably, I don't know, if you're here, you probably don't think I'm crazy, but whatever. I don't even care at this point. As life is being breathed into you, it is taking it from them because without you, they cannot survive. They can't. And some of you have seen this in your relationships. Some of you in family and friends. Maybe new people that have come into your world. Like in the dead center of these cards, there's the crown. And I talked about that. You are fighting a force. And that sounds so crazy. But you are fighting a force that wants to see you burn. Whatever your personal story is with this person, the details that are entangled in that doesn't even matter. They just don't want you to succeed. And I want nothing more than to jump on here and go rainbows, butterflies, and unicorns and cupcakes. But when I kept getting that Seven of Swords, the liar, right, the betrayal, there's the whistleblower, someone that you thought was committed to the well-being of the situation. Somebody, spirit, that should have had your back. Somebody that should have stood up for you. Somebody that you thought would be there in the way that you needed them to be. You giving, you pouring, you doing, you going to bat. Melanie, very simple. You cannot expect you from other people because they don't know how to fucking show up. And I hate that myself, right? Like that's, I don't want to say like that, like I don't want to draw more of that in, right? But the reality is that's the way that it goes, right? That's the way that it goes. And it's like, what is it? How's it go? Is it whenever you, like kids are, no, thumb war, spirit. What was it? 1, 2, 3. Is it, that's how it goes? I can't remember. And they say about like declaring thumb war or whatever it is. Like I just got that whole little thing that goes along with it. Like this is a declaration of spiritual warfare because you've put boundaries up with somebody. Because you're like, this is my space, this is my home, this is myself, this is my soul. I came here to do more, to be more, to be honest and authentic, right? Sure. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. That's it, Adam. Thank you. Well, lawyers, they get paid to tell the bigger story, right? Sometimes. Sometimes you have good ones. I'm living proof of, or have had that experience, that there are some good ones. They're there to fight the good fight, and other ones, they just sign your car over to me kind, right? I want to get into this liar. Like this has come out in so many ways, but this is this is spiritual warfare on your evolution, of your ascension, on your ascension. Please, like I really said, please stay vigilant. And I'm going to tell, and again, I am not fear-mongering anybody. Do not be fearful of anything. Be aware. Okay, I want to make that clear. If you have found yourself ascending, and you're digging deep, and you're acknowledging your accountability in things, and you're shooting to do better, and aim better, and be more, the more challenges you face, the harder the lessons have been. You can't take this kind of energy and sweep it to the side and pretend it doesn't exist. Pay attention to your intuition, places that you go, repeating anything. I'm going to tell you, like as an example today, which really caught my attention. I seen this morning, I was online looking at some things, and I happened to see like a football emblem for a team specifically. And then I remember stopping and looking at that emblem, and I'm like, oh, that's such and such team, right? I'm not going to name them because they've got nothing to do with it really in the grand scheme of things. And then a few seconds later, I see the same thing again. Well, I can tell you that it's nothing local to here. I knew what it was, but it's nothing local to where I'm from, and nothing that I've ever been like, hey, I'm going to shop for this jersey, right? So all day goes by. And then this evening, I have a very important conversation with somebody in a very weird little nursery rhyme that came out in via spirit. Something in connection with that emblem came out. It's like spirit is giving you these little hints and these breadcrumbs, and it's their way of protecting you for you to pay attention. Okay? On the sense, Lisa, that you say over devastated spirit, by the behavior that you tolerated. Me too. And I'm going to tell you further to that you have to find it to forgive yourself for being who you are, in the sense that you know where you come from is the right place of intention and not for the wrong reasons. You've given it to the wrong people. However, it doesn't mean that you're wrong for doing what you did. Someone else took advantage of that, right? That's why I go back to this very beginning of this read, the choice that they had. You showed up authentically, and they made a choice to do something that was heinous, something that was just awful, just completely freaking awful, and it led to betrayal one way or another, whether it's of themselves or the situations or whatever it might be, right? So do know that you're not at fault in that way. You're not, at fault for being authentic and being you, okay? Okay, what are these lies about, Spirit? What are these lies about? What are these lies about? Two of Pentacles, you've got people around you juggling some things, right? Six of breadcrumbs. Breadcrumbs, Two of Pentacles. Four of Cups. You didn't give somebody the attention that they wanted, right? You didn't give somebody the attention that they wanted. They wanted more from you. They had an expectation of you. And when you realize how much they're juggling, how much they're not being honest, how much they're not telling the truth, and you start to turn your back to that, or Cups, like, no thanks, I'm good with my own shit, I don't need yours, that's when things start to turn. All right, so it's like you realize you've put in some time, you've put in some energy. Five of Wands. That's when, listen, the second you stand up for yourself, and whatever this is, whatever moment that becomes for you, whether you've already done it, I feel like a lot of you were leading into it, weaning yourself out of this, weaning yourself off of things, whatever that might be. You're weaning out of it. And then look at this. Here comes the fight. Five of Wands, Seven of Swords. Away from the norms, the deception, the motives start to trickle in. You start to pay attention. And I said to Scorps and a couple other signs, again, like, be silent, just shut your mouth. That clarity card that came out in that one deck with her mouth is just covered. Just shh. Say nothing. Don't give them anything to play with. Nothing at all. Social media quiet. Me personally, I'm a jackass like this. And I keep them guessing. Different ways. Keep them guessing. It ain't none of their business. You're healing. You're getting out of this. You're getting away from this. But I don't think it's before you call out some shit. Three of Swords. Look at that. The Nine of Cups, Seven of Swords, Five of Wands, Three of Swords, Two of Swords. Death card. Okay. This Fool and the Two of Swords. Like, there may be a hesitancy here for you to take on this new journey, for you to walk through the pain to get to your own personal healing here. But it's coming. Like, this fight is something, again, like I said, you tried to do it maybe the soft way, the easy way, non-aggressive, non-competitive, like, just trying to do it for everybody's better good. This is going to take a painful turn. Lies, truth, exposure, and someone going, oh, I got you good. They think they got you good, and they did not. All right, it's like they wanted to believe, Spirit, they wanted to believe it wasn't them. And, I don't think that even at that, they still, it's not their fault. They're going to blame you for it, right? They're going to blame you for it. But, yeah, look at this. I just heard, won't you take the fall? Won't you take the fall? They think if they offer you some kind of, chills, new experience, new existence, a new way of loving, that damn Page of Wands and that King of Wands, will you fall for it? Will you be the fool again? Look what's on the bottom of the deck again. Will you be the fool for it? Seven of Wands, Nine of Wands, I'm done playing this game. The Chariot, Strength card, I'm done playing this game. Right? I have one deck sitting here, and when this reading started off, it's Let It Go. And I left it laying upright from earlier today. I didn't touch it. I just sat it down, and I liked the prettiness of that card. I was like, nope, I'm just gonna leave that card there. I'm gonna let it do its thing all day. It's a good card, like a release for the day. I just keep looking at it. Let it go. Let it go. Let this person go. All right, these lies. What are these lies about? Why? Any information on these lies or this person. Why we've come here tonight to do this. They're telling you what to look for and what to investigate. Look at this. Investigation, explore, search. Again, pay attention. Taboo, limit crime, forbidden love, curiosity. There's addiction on the bottom of the deck. It's the devil. It's the devil's energy. What else did I need to know? Okay, one more tarot. Okay. All right, thank you, Spirit. Collection. Unique antique sample. This popular focus. I'm telling you, the shit is going to hit the fan. One way or another in this situation. And I don't know. I think for some of you, it's almost kind of like if I was to take all of you that have joined me this evening and, like, I don't know, interview each of you. Here's the mic, right? Like, and what day did your shit pop off? I feel like it starts to line up like in a row. It's almost like popcorn kernels. Pop, 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 right? One after the other, after the other, after the other. It's going down the line of fire. Global, world news, your personal life. And it doesn't mean that just one thing is going on in your personal life. I want you to know that. It's so important. It's so important right now. All right, what else? The Chariot, King of Wands. Like, find your determination. Find your power. They want you to roll over and play dead. Do not do it. Do not go there. Do not entertain the bullshit at all. They want you to live in fear. They want you to not see the truth. They want to bulldoze you, buffalo you, run you over with their chariot and go, that's not what's going on here. It's clear as day. Here's the thing. You can have suspicions around this, and I think you should. You probably do. Eight of Swords. Comes out sideways, though. It's like you're going into some mental energy now and again. It's almost like the radio frequency, right? We talk about law of attraction. Jerry and Esther Hicks, she always says, with Abraham, got to turn into like 98.3, right? 99.7. I think most of the time you're hanging out on that 98.3 dial. You're right there tuned in. And then there's moments, and I think it's got to do with this Pisces energy in the North Node, where you're envisioning, you're dreaming, you're wanting to see more, right? That it trips you up and takes you into 98.5. Or you ever drive, once you drive out a certain area, the radio frequency changed, and you got to flip to, the channel before that, so 98.1 or 98.5, right? And then it comes in clearer again. Whoever or whatever this is pulling at your energy, pulling you out of that knowing, that crown energy, that intuitive, that third eye. And I said purple, work on purple. That is your third eye in your crown. It's like they're trying to get you to kind of like get all fuzzy and mixed up. And if they think you're onto them, it's like, here's a banana peel, right? And here's Mario Kart. There's a banana peel. Let them, Spirit, let them do the talking. Let them talk. Let them gossip. Let them whisper. Let them make assumptions. Spirit, they're funny. The moon, look for the moon. There's everything I said. It's like you see things, you know things. Then you got to tune back into it, right? The moon is the subconscious. It is the things that we can't see in the dark. Look, if you're following your intuition, you will not miss this. You will not miss this. You cannot miss this big thing that's coming. Spirit, it's almost going to be right in your face. Four of Pentacles with this taboo. Somebody is trying to conceal the truth. Four of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. Somebody is trying to conceal a truth, and this could have to do with finances. There's valuable information. And the word boo out of the taboo is sticking out. Like boo, someone trying to scare you. Like they may be making threats. They may be harassing you. They may be doing all of these things to make you feel like you should be scared. Quite the contrary. When you sit back and you chill out, as I say that, there's the Four of Swords right behind her. As you sit back and you chill out, what they don't know is you don't have to do anything. Pisces energy. Suspension. Do nothing. Heal. Sag energy. You've got the force of God behind you. You've got the invisible army that they can't see. And I'm going to just say it, they're too stupid to even know it. They don't know what you know. They can't feel and see what you do. King of Wands. They are the one. Whoever this King of Wands is the one withholding the truth. You discern who the King of Wands is in your life. Spirit saying ringleader. So you could have a couple people. This could be an ex-husband to be and a divorce attorney, right? Like, who knows? You could just have people that just don't like you because you intimidate the fuck out of them. You discern that. This collection, Spirit, what's this about? High Priestess. Six of Swords. Nine of Wands. It's like going back to the scene of the crime. And that's a weird way to put it, but that's what Spirit gave me. It's like going back to the scene of the crime. If you go back to where it all began, there's information there. And it's like, it may be something that you really don't want to have to look at because it's like, when the communication started. When the communication started. You go back, you realize certain things. You may have a conversation with somebody, wait a couple of days, sit down and think about it, and then all of a sudden a memory is sparked. You may be in the stillness and the quiet of a moment and realize that innuendo was more than just that. It was almost like an admission of guilt, an admission of something. They didn't even realize what they were saying because, you can only tell so many lies and then they catch up to you. It's coming out. It's coming out. Slowly but surely, it's coming out. This is exhausting. Downright exhausting. All right, last cards. Poker face. Don't show your whole hand, guys. Keep some of it for yourself. Are they going to share everything with you? Nope. They're going to want your secrets. They want to know what the secret sauce is. What's the Bush's baked beans secret? Only the dog knows, right? Only the dog knows. Only you know. But they would have to do the work to figure it out. They're not willing to go there. They don't want to go there. They enjoy their misery, right? Misery loves company. They love the fucking misery. They get off on it. As I say that. What is that band? I can see her face. I don't know why I don't know if it's a last name or what. All's House. I don't know why that's coming through. And then there's a song by what is that band's name? I can see her. They did a remake. She's rock. They did a remake of Hearts. All I Want to Do Is Make Love to You. I can't think of her name. But they made a song called I Get Off. And I'm not trying to be derogatory. And I think this actually may have come up in one reading before. It's like something about the misery. There's another song about misery or something like that. Damn it, what is the name of that band? I can see them and I can hear them. But this is like a very sick and twisted mentality. The way that they're like, the way the song was written versus the way that they're viewing this is very sick and twisted. It's like, I miss the misery. Don't you miss the misery? Don't you miss sitting at home with me being miserable? Don't you miss that toxic work environment? Don't you want to come back to a collective? It's alarming. It's disgusting. The moon, what is this about? Their misery was their happiness. Look at this. Paradise and old school. Don't you miss the misery? Don't you want to go right back to it? They're waiting for you. You've broken their heart. You broke their feelings. For shame. 117 on the clock. I've talked to you guys about the 17s too in a lot of these reads. Tonight, something very specific going back in time. I don't know. Go back and check what happened in the history in 1717. Might be surprised. Maybe the last bout of very significant ascension, as I say this. What is this King of Wands about? What is the advice? What is the spirit? That's going over there. We're going to leave it there. It's King of Wands. There. Mirror, reflection, introspection of wounds, the truth. Their words, I want to make this perfectly clear to you. If you are dealing with somebody that is not being honest and you know damn well that there's something up, every sentence that they speak, every line of crap that comes out of their mouth, couldn't make it up, swear to the gods, like Mirror, the Sword and Rose, the Golden Mirror, which is the Narcissist card in this deck, and Addiction. Every single thing, even those sweet nothings. Don't you miss me? Don't you want me? Don't you love me? That's a signing of a contract for another level of hell. They want to play. They want to play games. They want to tell you stories. They're not capable. They only want to drag you down. They only want to suck you in. They only want to be codependent. They only need you to want them so they feel needed. It's a sick and twisted game. I think I am going to say this. I might piss a few people off. I don't know. We are a part of a system that wants us to be reliant. So this can be in your personal world, big scale. If we rely on another person, guess what we give them? Ultimate control. Financial, emotional, spiritual, sexual, all of the things. They have control. This entire year is breaking free, liberation, partnerships, unity, love, and oneness. There's 6. Go back over your lifetime. Where have those things been lacking? Past energy. And your rite of passage to move on. If you are contracted to any of those things, and they have this mirroring, projection, narcissistic, self-absorbed, all me, me, me vibe, look at all of those things. Physical, emotional, monetary, sexually, all of the things of how that person holds control over you or that situation. Are you aiming for freedom, self-liberation? Or are you aiming to stay stuck so you continue to be lied to? Hard dose of reality. And the heat, the heat is on. Because it's almost like a puzzle here in the shadows. that you have to kind of decipher. You know, and as humans, curiosity kills us there. We have to know verbatim. Like, we won't say nothing or speak up on it unless we are certain that what we're about to hug isn't going to stab us like a cactus would. Like, we have to feel the pain to get the hint. How many times have we thrown ourselves into things going, it'll be all right, only to realize it was one of the most painful experiences we've ever had? And then split the deck, wisdom. Then we get the wisdom, like, it hurts to touch the cactus, don't do that. An eel will sting you, don't do that. Don't stick your fingers in the outlet, you'll get shocked. Don't get in the face of a growling dog, you'll get bit. Stop committing yourself to devils. 111 up there, 111 viewers, thank you all. And it's getting ready to turn 111 on the clock. Bingo. You have the divine protection. Now you make the choice of whether or not you're going to stay invested in this. I just seen a white light just go right behind the phone and the camera and just trail off. Sage your home, Palo Santo your home, bless your home, bless your space, bless yourself, work on yourself. Because they're going to give you a performance of a lifetime, and I'm going to tell you, they think that they're ratting you out. They think they're ratting you out. Why does this person think they're ratting out the collective? Spirit is telling you, do nothing. Do not react. Gravity, what goes up must come down. They could be riding high right now. Just take time, take a look at yourself. Does the collective need to worry about anything? I don't think you do. Just pay attention. Like, I was like, do you need to worry about anything? No. Synchronization. Like, just pay attention. Pay attention. Look, sit still, get your information. Pay attention. Pay attention to your suspicion, because you're wise enough to do this. You know better. Spirit said pay attention in the wee hours when they don't show up. Pay attention in the wee hours when they don't show up. Be aware. All right. I'm done. Done. This was a lot. I will tell you that I think that it's very likely these reads may be coming a little more often and not in the coming days, if I can. There's a liar in your midst. Pay attention. Don't be hypervigilant, but pay attention. Spirit is not trying to scare you. I am not trying to scare you. There's nothing to be afraid of but fear itself. That's it. Fear will be the only thing that holds you back. Don't let it win. Don't let it be a thing. All right? Marilyn, Adam, Shatoya, everybody out there, thank those three for moderating and keeping the fools out of here tonight. You guys were amazing. I appreciate you all so, so very much. I don't know if my screen froze up here on this bottom part or not. I don't know. But either way, I am so incredibly grateful to all of you for all the ways that you support this channel, how you show up. You're all amazing. I hope you found it, whatever come out in this message for you, I hope it was extremely beneficial. Felt super compelled. It was like, have a seat right now. Stop all things and do the thing. I don't know. Marilyn, if you're out there, can you or Adam or even Shatoya say something in the comments for me real quick? I think mine froze up or something on this end because it's not doing anything. So if you guys have said something that's not come through in a while, who knows, right? Who knows? But either way, I just want to tell you all thank you. I hope this read was helpful. Like, share, subscribe, comment. As always, I love and appreciate 83 likes here tonight. You're amazing. Personal reads are open and available. Reach out, description box below, about section of the page. I'm sure Marilyn and Adam and Shatoy will be joining me in the future. I appreciate their help and love and support. You're all awesome. All right, guys. Do with this what you need to. Sending you all so much love. Take care. See you soon.